Welcome back to another episode of Dental Marketing Go. And what we're going to be talking about today is the glass ceiling of dental marketing. Most dentists don't realize this, but they've been stuck for a long time. When I describe this is going to describe a lot of dentists. So you see about 30 new patients a month. You've been seeing that many new patients forever. You spend about $4,000 a month on marketing. Pretty much everybody that comes in recares, stays with your practice, but you never grow. Based on the numbers, you should be growing and you shouldn't even have room for new patients, let alone even having to spend money on marketing. And so you end up in this weird place where nothing is working, but all the numbers show you that everything is working. And you're stuck. You can't grow. If that's you, I'm going to explain to you why that is. So what most people don't realize is that dental, from an operational standpoint, at the top of the funnel, meaning at the beginning of the patient journey, is extremely broken. When I say extremely broken, I mean 80% of opportunities are lost forever, and you can't track it at any dashboard. So I'm going to walk through this really, really quickly with you. So let's say I'm just going to use a round number. Say you're spending $10,000 a month on marketing. Actually, I'll use the $4,000 number because we started with that. You're spending $4,000 a month on marketing. Out of that, you are not answering 35% of the calls that come in during normal business hours. And this is assuming that all your marketing is perfect, okay? So you're losing 35%. So I like to do 10,000 because the math's cleaner, but let's see here. Let's do the math really quick. 44,000, we said, $44,000 marketing budget times 35 equals $1,400. So you just lost $1,400 down the drain. Now, if you say, no, we don't miss that many calls. If you don't track it, I can guarantee you are missing a boatload of calls, close to 35%. Okay. That's the industry average. Some people are far worse. Some people are a little bit better. Really, really good is like 10% you're missing of calls. Okay. So now you've just lost $1,400 of that marketing budget. So now you have $2,600 left. From there, your team, the average conversion of a marketing new patient, not a patient referral, a marketing new patient, is about 50%. So now you got $2,600, now $1,300, okay, that you're out of your marketing budget. Then from there, the average time to appointment, meaning how long does a patient have to wait to get into your office, is 2 weeks. That's the average. Some people are way worse. Hygiene's way worse. That's just the average of all the schedules out there in America right now. So what happens is with the marketing new patients, they don't want to wait that long. They got problems. They want to be seen by a dentist. So then you end up losing about 30% of your marketing patients that just don't show up. They never show up. So now we just lost another $1,000? Or no, 30% of the 1,300, about $100 roughly. So now you're at $1,200. So of your $4,000 in marketing, only about $1,200 of that makes it through the door. So you lost the vast majority of all of your marketing budget. It's just gone. It never even made it in the door. And again, this is assuming perfect marketing. Now, if you have marketing that isn't working, that's a separate subject. But this is assuming perfect marketing. So what ends up happening is the vast majority of new patients that you're actually seeing are all from referrals that are not from marketing. And so the referrals are just enough to cover attrition because you're losing patients, right? People are leaving the market, they're moving, they're age out, whatever, right? You lose some because they end up going to another dentist for whatever reason, insurance, whatever. So you end up just covering attrition. And so what ends up happening is on paper, it looks like everything's working, but in reality, your top of funnel is extremely, extremely broken. Once you fix that, so once you start answering the phones, once you train the team how to answer the phones, and once you start block scheduling to get people in, everything starts to work. It all works. And then all of a sudden you go from 30 new patients a month, now you're getting 40 or 50 new patients a month, and now you're starting to see real growth. This is what has to be fixed for any marketing to work. There's never been any marketing for any company in any industry that works when you're losing 80% of it before it even gets to the business. And that's what dental's built on. 80% of your marketing is going down the drain. This is the vast majority of dentists in America right now. If you don't believe me, pick up the phone, call 10 offices in your market. Just call them right now. It's at 10 o'clock almost Pacific Standard right now as I'm recording this. So that means it's 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock East Coast. Call 10 offices right now. Pick up the phone, call them, and number one, see if they answer. Track how many don't answer. Then just ask basic questions. Hey, when can you get me in to see the doctor? When can I get my teeth cleaned? What you're going to realize is everybody has these problems. And just by a little bit of effort, all of a sudden you can start to rocket ship. If you want help with these things, I have free training on this that'll train you and your team how to fix this problem. And I'm happy to share it with you. Just comment down below. If you're listening on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you're listening, I will get that to you. Thanks so much for tuning in. You have a great day.